What's up sa inyo mga benggong, no? Kamusta naman kayo? Puta, hindi ko na talaga natuloy yung tawag din. So pabisa ko, hirap pala ng ganitong set. Wala tayong makontent eh. So ganito na lang, namimiss nyo na ba yung ano? Miss nyo na ba yung bakit ko ito ginagawa? Magre-react tayo sa ano, childhood natin. Siyempre tayong mga batang 90s dati. Puro tayo laro. Wala pa mga cellphone dati. So, itong video na to, yung pagre-reactan natin, siguro, mare-refresh yung memory natin ng kabataan. Kasi ngayon, puro lungkot na lang buhay. Okay, umpisahan natin para matapos na natin to. Sinubukan ko lang tong setup na tong kung uubra talaga yung gantong setup eh. Tingnan natin sa editing kung matatapos ko nga siya. Hindi ko alam eh. Game rin natin.
Traditional games that mark in the heart of the 90s kids. Back when electronic devices weren't common, kids had made bounds and leaps to make pastime fun time. The type of
wala pa mga gadget dati.
can never be understood by many Gen Z kids or those born in the early 2000s. Children spent most of their time playing with other children on those days.
Naalala ko yan eh. Naalala ko yung ano, 10-20 na yan. Kasi dati, hindi ka pa makakancel dati pag lalaki ka tapos laro ka niya 10-20 na yan. Buding ka, naglalaro ka niyan. Wala pa mga ganun dati. Kasi yung mga bata dati talaga, sobrang gagalang talaga. Sobrang, alam mo yun, happy lang, fun lang. Wala kang batang, konti lang naman yung bata makikita mo dati na nagmumura. Pero wala talaga eh. Wala pa mga cellphone dati, wala pa mga computer. Mayroong computer, mga ilan-ilan, pero masasabing mayaman ka na pag may computer ka.
It's fun and unforgettable. When the Batang 90s were still in their early years, the internet and gadgets weren't around. That's why they like to
Wala pang gadget, diba?
players themselves. Most games are typically played outside the
Tsaka
home
masyado
because it is
maano
customary
yung
for
mga
Filipinos to
kabataan.
play in a larger, more open space. There were many popular games that Filipino children enjoyed playing in the 1990s. Welcome
Partida, walang YouTube yan na isa-search mo ano kayong
Welcome
laro.
to mobile.
Wala. Talagang yung mga batang 90s lang yung gawa yung mga laro na yan. Which is nakakamiss ngayon sa panahon ng mga gadgets. Bihira ka na lang makakita ng mga batang lalabas sa labas na hinahabol ng nanay nila pa uwi, di ba? Wala na ata mga ganun kasi yung karaniwan ng mga bata ngayon nasa loob na ng bahay, naglaro eh, di ba?
Patintero. Patintero is a traditional Filipino game that is played by two teams, each with 5 to 6 players. The game is usually played on a rectangular.
Kailangan hindi ka mahikain dito sa larong to.
It can also be
Tsaka hindi
played
ka
on a paved
bikunin.
area or a court. The objective of the game is for one team to cross the opposing team's lines without getting tagged by the defenders.
Alam ko, maximum ata na nilalaro yung larong yan is 4-4 or 5. 5-5. Hanggang hindi lang basta ganun ang tatama sa'yo kasi kami mga bata kami dati, parang ano kami, mga pasaway kami, kaya pag pag nataya ka, ito yung
Pag ikaw ay nasuntok ni Pac-Man, para kang tinamaan ng isang
tuloy natin.
The lines are usually drawn in the center and at the ends of the grid, and players must cross them in a certain order. The defenders, on the other hand, try to tag the players as they cross the lines. The game requires teamwork, coordination, and quick thinking, as players must work together to out
Bawal bobo.
side of the grid.
Kaya hindi ako naglaro niya.
Agility, and balance, as players must move quickly and avoid being tagged. It is a fun and engaging way to develop social skills, physical coordination, and strategic thinking, and can be enjoyed.
Strategic thinking, parang chess lang ngayon.
Tumbang Preso. Tumbang Preso is a traditional Filipino game that is
Nako, ibang tumbang preso na yun sa panahon ngayon. Ibang tumbang preso na kinakahiligan ng mga bata. Tuloy natin.
The game is played with an empty can, such as a milk can or a soda can, which is placed in the center of a playing area. One player is chosen as the it or guardian of the can, while the other players try to knock it down using a slipper or other object. The goal of the game is to knock down the can without being tagged by the guardian. If a player is tagged while trying to knock down the can, they become the new guardian and the game continues.
O, kita nyo, may mga babae pa naglalaro dati. Dati, makakita ka ng mga kabataan dati na pawisan, ubugin. Yung walang pakialam sa itsura nila. Yung panahon ngayon, kapag lang
Ginagawa mo!
noon na yung lipgloss bago bago magtawa. Kasi unahin natin yung mga tawas-tawas natin yan bago tayo lipgloss, diba? Dati makakita ka ng mga babae nakikipag ano talaga, compete sa mga lalaki talaga. Makakita ka ng mga babae talaga na hindi patataya sa mataya-taya. Madadaanan natin yan.
Hand-eye coordination, accuracy, and strategy. It is also a great way for children to stay active and socialize with their peers. Luksong Tinik. Luksong Tinik is typically played by a group of children.
Luksong Tinik.
Ground. The game involves two teams, with each team lining up facing each other. The players will sit crossing their legs and place their hands on their toes to form a hurdle, which the other team must jump over.
Ang hirap niyan lalo na pag nakarating na dun sa pinakamataas na talaga.
Luksong Tinik is a fun and engaging game that helps to develop physical coordination, speed, and agility. It also promotes teamwork, as players must work together to form the hurdle and coordinate their jumps.
Yan,
The game can be
teamwork.
played with little to no equipment, making it accessible to children. Pickco.
Yun, wala na teamwork ngayon trash talking ko lang sa Wala
The game is played on a series of small boxes.
Ayan, Pico. One of my favorite na laro yan, Pico.
The players take turns jumping over the boxes, using different techniques to avoid
Puro
touching
pawis
the
kami
lines. The objective of the game is to complete the pattern by jumping over all of the
Wala pang
boxes
gadget niyan,
without stepping on the
promise. Wala
lines
pang
or
gadget.
losing balance. The game can be
Promise.
played with different variations and rules, such as adding more boxes to the pattern, or playing with a time limit. Pickco is a fun and engaging game that helps to develop physical coordination, balance, and agility. It also promotes teamwork, as players
Kung
must
papansin nyo lahat ng laro, teamwork ang kailangan.
or stones. Bahay Bahay Yan.
Bahay-bahay.
Bahay Bahay Yan is a classic Filipino game.
Ayun yung mga bahay-bahayan ng mga kabataan. Bahay-bahayan, ano pa ba? Luksong kabay.
They're assuming a different role, such as mother,
Household roles.
father, child, or house helper.
Hindi yan masaya.
Turns pretending to perform
Hindi yan masaya. Akala ko ganyan lang kasimple na ng bata ako. Ganito lang siguro kasimple yung magkaroon ng sariling bahay. Parang ganito lang kasimple na parang kasi nung mga bata tayo dati, hindi pa natin nalalaman yung kahalagahan ng isang coin. Hindi pa natin nalalaman yung pera. Ang gusto natin lagi, laruan. Ganun. Ngayon, akala natin simple lahat ng bagay-bagay, pero hindi naman pala siya simple. Sobrang complicated. Buhay ng young adult.
and is a great way for children to develop their imaginations, social skills, and creativity. The game allows them to explore different roles and responsibilities, and to practice
Akala nyo masaya magbayad ng bills. Akala nyo masaya mag-grocery. Hindi masaya mag-grocery. Hindi masaya mag-pay ng bills. Lalo na magbayad ng...
Bakit?
Bakit? Yung mga natutugunan ko sa bahay-bahayan, hindi ko siya nagagamit. Play.
Agawan Base.
Yan, nagawan
Agawan
base.
Base is typically played by a group of children in the streets or in a
Bawal ang mga asartalo dyan, boss.
dividing the players into two teams, with
Yan ang
each team
pinakamatagal
having a
laruin.
designated base
Sa
or
lahat
home
na nalaro
territory.
ko.
The goal of the game is for each team to capture the other team's base without
Lalaro
getting
kami niyan,
tagged by
tatlong
the
base
defenders.
magkakalaban.
The game starts with one team occupying their base, while the other team tries to
Makakita ka ng babae na ungudgod sa kalsada.
the defenders.
Dati, huwag kang magaya yung mukha ng tropa ko, nangudgod siya, like na mukha eh.
Agawan Base is a fun and
Buti na
engaging
lang na mabilis yung ano niya, tawag dito, mabilis mabilis yung reflexes niya na itukod niya agad yung mo. Ahaha! Nakakatawa ka. Kaya,
Game that helps to develop physical coordination, speed, and agility. It also promotes teamwork, as players must work together to capture the opposing team's base. The game can be played with little to no equipment, making it accessible to children of all backgrounds. Sipa.
Sipa, yan hindi ko nalaro,
Sipa
hindi
is
ako
played with a
marunong.
small, lightweight ball
Bano
called
ako
a
maglaro
sipa,
niya,
which is
sipa.
made by attaching feathers to a
Sobrang bano
small
ako
piece of
maglaro
cloth
niyan.
or
Hindi ko
rubber.
alam yan. Ibang sipa lang alam ko pag nabadrip na ako sa kalaro.
Such as the feet, knees, elbows, or shoulders, without letting it touch the
Yun lang ang
ground.
alam ko eh.
The game can be played individually or in a group, with players taking turns to keep the sipa in the air for as long as possible. Engaging game that helps to develop physical coordination, balance, and presence of mind. It also promotes teamwork and social
Puro
interaction,
teamwork, di ba?
as players
Mapapansin
can
mo.
play together and support each other. Taguan. Taguan is typically played
Tago-tagoan,
by a
no? Tapos hindi mo na binalikan yung tropa mo, no? Hanggang kinabukasan ng umaga. Tagaan na pa rin siya sa'yo, no? Kaya mas masaya dati kung ikukumpara mo ngayon. Mas masaya dati kasi marami kang nakakalaro, marami kaming kagaguhan na hindi nakuhanan ng camera. Yun ang pinakatago ng buhay namin, mga. Diba? Ngayon, nakukuhanan na ng camera eh. Ganun nagagawa ng technology, which is, wala naman tayong magagawa doon. Ganun talaga yun. Tuloy na agad.
group of children in the streets or in a playground. The game is also known as hide and seek and involves one player being designated as it while the other players hide. The goal of the game is for it to find and tag the hidden players. The game starts with it counting to a certain number while the other players hide. Once it finishes counting, they begin to search for the hidden players. If a player is found, he
Kung mahanap mo,
Taguan is a fun and engaging game that helps to develop physical
nagtago sa bahay nila. Nagtago sa bahay nila, no? Makain na pala, no?
Players can play
Ikaw,
together and
naghahanap
support
ka
each
pa
other.
rin.
Overall, Taguan is a great way for children to stay active and socialize with their peers. Poland.
Olen, yan din.
Poland is the Filipino term
Diyan
for
ko rin
marbles,
naubos
a
yung
game that
baon ko
involves
nung bata.
small, round,
Poland.
and colorful glass or plastic balls.
Tapos makakita ka ng mga kalaro ko na binabato na ng mga holin sa ulo eh. Tapos tatakbo sa nanay nila eh.
To the ground. The player with the most marbles in the holes at the end of the game wins. The game can be played in a variety of ways, depending on the rules agreed upon by the players. Some common rules include taking turns shooting. The order of play is determined by a coin toss or other, shooting the marbles from a designated distance, and using different types of shots, such as knuckle down or flick.
Lagi na uubos.
The game can be played on a variety of surfaces, including soil, sand, or concrete. Poland is a fun and engaging game that helps to develop hand-eye coordination, accuracy, and strategy. It also promotes social interaction and communication, as players can play together and support each other.
Ewan ko.
Langit Lupa, also known as Heaven and Earth, the game involves one player being designated as eat while the other players try to avoid being tagged.
7.
The playing area is divided into two sections, the ground, which represents Earth, and any elevated surface, such as tables, chairs, or walls, which represents heaven. The players must avoid being
Paano yung mga social climber na nasa...
calling out heaven or earth to indicate which surface they are on. Langit
Langit
Lupa is a
Lupa.
fun and engaging game that helps to develop physical coordination, speed, and agility. It also promotes teamwork and social interaction, as players can play together and support each other. And those are the Batang 90s Filipino traditional games we all miss. Overall, these games are beloved.
At yun na yun. No? Ang sarap balik-balikan nung mga dati talaga nung wala pa mga gadgets, mga ganyan, mga technology, hindi pa ganun kakalat yung technology nun, na hindi pa ganun ka-high-tech nun. Talaga, ang pinaka-high-tech nun talaga is yung Nokia na cellphone, na keypad, na nabibili mo na lang siya sa bangketa ngayon na 300 na yung mabibili ka. 300 na Nokia eh. Eh yung Nokia yung nagkakahalaga natin yung na parang smartphone na ngayon. Kaya yung kung maalala nyo yung binubukulat na Nokia na. Yun, gustong gusto kong cellphone dati. Ayoko ng touchscreen. Ano yung mga kabataan dati, mas malakas yung mga buto-buto, mas bihira lang yung mga nagkakasakit. At hindi masyadong maramdamin ng mga bata doon kasi subok ng panahon. Nagustuhan niyo yung sinubukan ko lang sa first episode ko na magre-react sa mga videos. Yung camera ko nga, may flashlight to. Cellphone lang to. Sana nagustuhan niyo yun, na-miss niyo. Yung mga batang 90s dyan, comment below. Naalala niyo pa yung mga nilalaro niyo dati, di ba? Kung ano dun sa mga napanood natin yung nilalaro niyo pa hanggang ngayon at naaalala niyo. Sana may turo natin sa mga susunod na generation yung mga larong to kasi sobrang sasaya talaga. Kaysa maglaro maghapon sa cell. Sana nagustuhan nyo. Hanggang dito na lang ang video na to. This is your boy Eds. Tuning down.